hello, Kimbaley, and welcome to A Merry Space with Nicee. I'm so glad we can take a few minutes just to sit and chat, get away from our hectic schedule, and just catch up. So, what's been going on with you? How is life your way?
Life is going absolutely wonderful, Nicee. Life is going great. Just trying to stay busy. Sometimes that's not something that you have to try to do, but staying busy keeps you out of trouble. So that's about what I've been doing, reaching out, trying to help other people better their lives. Same old everyday thing, just trying to stay focused on the positive. How about you, Nicee?
Girl, I'm taking it in stride. My plate is full, but I still wanted to take a few minutes so we can just say this is not an interview, just a conversation, just catch up and see how things are going. But, I know you're doing a lot of things out there. So I believe you would be the best person to tell us a little more about yourself and what you do before we get into or in depth into our conversation.
Okay, Nicee. There's a lot to know about me. I'm multifaceted. I
I
get
know, I know.
fascinated. I get fascinated with a lot of things. One of the things that I love to do the most, and you probably can attest to this, is I love to coach other people.
Absolutely.
Yes, and I'm a manifestation mindset coach. And so, what I teach people to do is how to create a life that aligns with the things that they desire. Because what I've been seeing in society, especially over the last few years, so many
Mm-hmm.
people talk about the word manifestation. I think that they've blown that word up so big that a lot of people really don't understand the meaning of it. And a lot of people really don't know what it's all about. A manifestation is just the physical proof or evidence of something that you wish to see happen in your life. It's
Mm-hmm.
your desire.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like that thing you've been wanting to do, your goal. Seeing that come into fruition is the manifestation. Now, here's the problem with that, Nicee. So many people want to manifest. This is the biggest one. You know this one, the money, the
Mm-hmm.
relationship, the cars, and the home. And the position that I coach from is teaching people to get their mindset in a space that allows them to not just manifest the things that they want in life or to focus on manifesting the things they want, but to create your life that attracts those things that you want. So I help people, coach people through that. And I use my podcast, the
Yeah, you're a
Manifest.
podcaster.
Yes, I am a podcaster. That's become a love for me. And you know about that too, right, Nicey?
Absolutely.
And I use my podcast, the Manifest on Purpose show, to help people see that the way we see things in our mind creates what's going on around us. Our perspective on life makes a difference in the things that we attract to us. So I help people in that way and I see them for coaching. And because I love podcasting so much, I've grown into teaching podcasting and I've also began to help people create their own podcasts so that it can give them a voice to be able to help humanity as well. Those are a few of the things that I do. I think one of the newest things that I've been doing over the last couple of years has been to help business owners or people that are interested in creating or starting a new business, helping them get to where they want to be in their business, helping them to elevate in their business, and just guiding them and walking them through the steps in creating their business and helping them grow in their business. So those are a few of the basic things that I do. But as I said, there's so many other things.
That's right. And I can attest to that when you talk about coaching and helping people to see their dreams or their goals materialize. One thing Kimbaley, I believe is that you talk about manifestation, having the picture, but I believe you must set realistic goals.
That's a part of it. That's the thing that I teach, because as I said, so many people confuse this concept of manifestation, and it almost seems like it's a magic trick, so to say. It's almost like you just think about something you want and it should come into your life. And it's not that at all.
It's not that simple. Not that simple.
It's not that simple. These are things that you have to work towards. And I always like to use, Nicee, when we go on jobs and even in school, they tell us about setting goals. To me, that's what manifestation is all about. Setting goals and making realistic steps towards achieving those goals. So you are absolutely right about that.
As a certain person usually says to me, this is a marathon and not a sprint. Does that sound familiar?
I wonder where you hear that from, Nicee. That person.
Yeah, you always say this is a marathon and it's not a sprint, which makes sense. If you want something to materialize, I believe you have to build a foundation. You have to set a foundation. It will materialize. If you want something to materialize in your life, you want to see fruition, it takes time, it takes patience, it takes practice. And I always believe you may get 99 no's, and that last one, the 100th one, may open the door for you. So you can become frustrated or disappointed when you said, oh, my goals are not being met, my dreams are not being fulfilled, and, things like that. But then again, you think society has a lot to do with that? Getting us confused. They say, oh, you can do this in 3 months. You can do that. You can acquire this in 6 months. And you're trying to figure out everything, especially for the younger generation today. The societal influences on us.
It's the media. It's the media, a lot of it. And how I teach people, one of the way I teach people is because I like to tell allegories and stories and parables. I love the parables in the Bible. But let's look at life as a 1,000-piece puzzle, Nicee. You just been gifted a 1,000-piece puzzle, and you have to put this puzzle together. You have no idea what this puzzle is going to look like when it all comes together. You have to start at one piece at a time. So a lot of people take the little things that happen, the little achievements, and they forget all about them because they're so little for them. They want the big things.
And those the little ones are your successes.
That's what makes the big thing. So you know exactly where I'm going with this, Nicee. That's the way life is. We have to put the puzzle together one piece at a time.
Absolutely.
And media makes it seem like it can be done right away, like the commercials. That's what they're designed to do. Let me tell you a funny story. Back in the day, when I was a child, I used to watch the commercials all of the time. Commercials were big in the 80s. And the box of cornflakes, they always showed the image of the cornflakes with all of this nice, delicious fruit in it. I thought when I went in the store that I would pick the box that had the most delicious looking fruit.
That didn't happen.
I picked the box with the strawberries, Nicee. I got home and I looked inside the box. That's all I wanted, the strawberries. I didn't want the cornflakes. I looked in the box. I saw no strawberries on the top. So I started to shuffle the box around a little bit.
No strawberries.
Still no strawberries. I poured the whole box of cereal on the table.
Still
now,
no strawberries.
What happened to me after that? My mom got me, but still no strawberries. So that's what's happening. Media is showing us the strawberries, getting us to purchase or buy into certain ideologies, but there's no strawberries.
You know what is so disappointing with that? There were no strawberries, not knowing that you would have to purchase the strawberries to add to the cereal in order to have your strawberry flakes, if that was your intent. So getting back to us as humans, we want to acquire all these successes in a short time. It's good when you have a coach, a mentor, somebody can guide you, sit you down and say, well, this is not the way it really works. Let's look at it this way and cultivate or set up a plan for you to help you to achieve those goals. And that's exactly what you do.
That's exactly what it is, because a lot of times those things that look like failures are not really failures. It's just redirections. It's redirecting you to something else, something that you can learn so that next time you would be more in line with what you want or what you're trying to get to. It goes back to setting those goals. You know, you have to take your time and you have to work strategically towards what it is you want. It's not just going to fall in your lap. It would be nice, but think about the things that you wished for at one point, but later found out that
That's not what I really wanted.
They
say the grass always looks green on the other side of the fence.
And that's
then when you get over there, you say, no, this is not what I really wanted. You got some brown spots in between here. But for example, when we look at kids today and the pressure that's placed on them to excel in school, their extracurricular activities, it's a lot. You know, I believe that kids should be kids. Let them play and have fun. You know, we need to push, but we don't need to put a lot of pressure on them. Just let them be. You know, you don't tell them that they can't mess up or they can't make mistakes. Everything has to be accurate. You know, they have to do it right, you know, and things like that. So what are your thoughts about that? Putting a lot of pressure on kids, you know, so they can manifest their dreams and fulfill their goals and things like that.
That is true. Deepak Chopra talked about that. I think it's called in their tradition, Dharma. He said with his children, he did not pressure them in school. He did not pressure them about what do you want to be when, you know, you finish school, or he didn't pressure them about what do you want to do as an adult. He said he just let them live as children. And he said that as a result, all of his children are doing good.